Ever watch those reels, those YouTube shorts, those TikToks where you're just seeing boxers and they're throwing these long combos, long drawn out big combos, and you're just like, man, how is he actually landing it on another person? And then you try to do it in the gym, and you're just landing like two, three punches out of the combo, and then the rest of it just goes out the window. You can't ever land or throw long, the long form combos, and it's just like, man, why can't I do that? What is keeping me back from being able to throw like this? And part of it is just like you haven't drilled it enough. Part of it is that you just haven't have enough experience to know when to throw it. But I'm gonna help you with one secret tip that will help you instantly. After you finish this video, you'll become a better fighter and will become more capable of throwing long combos, big combos. And the one thing is going to be feinting. I'm not gonna waste your time. It's all about feinting, right? And more specifically, feinting in the middle of combos. Because you see, most people, they will feint in one of two ways, right? They'll either feint before they come in, right? Boom, trying to get the guy's hands up so you could raise it and you can sneak a body shot or whatever, right? Or they're done with their combo or their attempt at a combo and they'll frame out or they'll, feint and then they'll move to a different direction. It's so they can clear space, right? Without actually having to commit. That's not the goal here. The goal is to feint in the middle, right? In the middle of a combo. So let's say, for example, our mind is on throwing a 1-2-3, right? 1-2-3, and everything's going to the head. Bow, 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 right? He's used to everything coming to the head, right? He's used to seeing the power of the three. He's afraid of the three because he's like, man, that guy has a pretty good left hook. Let me just be, wary of it, right? So I'll throw the 1-2. He'll block, parry, whatever it is, right? And by the time it gets to the three, he's already moved out the way. He's getting ready to move out the way because he's saying, oh, that's a lot of power behind that. How about instead you use that opportunity to feint? 1-2, feint. And then we're going to come back down to the body or come back down to the head, right? Wherever it is. Because what that does, it creates a small psychological pause in their brain. They're like, okay, 1-2, I'm blocking the three, and they're like, wait, why is there a pause here? Why is there a pause on the three? And now for a split second, they're kind of frozen and they loosen up this guard a little bit, or they might raise it extra, or they might make some sort of mistake because it happens a lot. As soon as you pause in the middle of a combo and you're still like right in front of them, most of the times they don't throw back instantly. Most of the time they don't keep their guard super tight again. They kind of just make mistakes. They make small mistakes because they're scared of your power. So they're scared of where it's going. So they kind of just like, do that kind of stuff, right? And that opens up shots. Like if you set the pattern that you're going 1-2-3 to the head, and then he sees that the thing is coming towards his head again, but you really feint it, but he really commits on it, really commits on this block because he's like scared of that power. He's gonna boom, and that body's right there for you to eat, right? You could go bow, 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 bow. Super simple, super simple. And that applies to everything. That applies to every single combo that you can do. And one thing you need to be mindful about is if I feint here, if I feint a hook, where's his hand gonna go? If I feint a body hook, where's his hand gonna go? And what other shots can I throw after that feint, right? But where's his hands not going to be? Where's his defense not going to be? Especially when it comes to like kickboxing and stuff like that, you could feint body and you could kick the leg super easily because they're so stressed about the body, right? They're gonna overcommit. They're gonna lean in on this side of blocking, and now their weight is distributed this way, and that's easy leg kick because they can't lift this leg up in time to check, right? But that's completely different if you're not a kickboxer, if you're not an MMA guy, yeah. But yeah, man, that principle applies everywhere, man. Start feinting in the middle of combos, and I guarantee you, man, you're gonna land a lot more of those long shot combos. You're gonna be able to land 6-punch combos, 7-punch combos, and on top of that, they're not just gonna be like, oh, bow, 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 I'm in range to throw them. It's gonna be like, hey, this guy's getting dropped because this guy, he's trying to block up here, but really I'm feinting up there, and now I'm body shotting him. This, that, right? It opens up lots of angles, and I want you to be mindful about, again, like I said earlier, about if I feint up here, what opens? Where's his hands gonna go if I feint up high? If I feint across up here, is his body going to open up? What's going to happen? You got to be mindful of these things. And I can't tell you exactly every single situation or every single combo. You got to think about it yourselves because there's too many things to throw, right? So really be mindful about it. Change your mindset. And remember, just try to implement feints in the middle of combos. After you've touched them a couple times, that's when you start fainting. That's when it becomes super effective because now they're weary of your power. Now they know that you're throwing hard. At least that's what they think. And then you switch it up on them in a quick instant, and boom, you might get a flash KO. Who knows? But yeah, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you guys have any questions, any tips, any advice, because I want to know how well this video is doing. I want to know how much you guys have learned from this. If you guys have learned anything from this, hopefully you have. But yeah, man, just let me know all that down in the description below. And if you guys want, man, I'm always open on my Instagram, man. My Instagram's down in the description below. You can click on it. You can follow me. You can message me. You can ask me anything. All right, well, that being said, guys, peace.